Utah.
Actually, it says Arizona, dude.
Wait, what? I thought we were going to Utah. Well, dear, how's it feel to be back on the road yet again?
Feels good. It's weird when we like don't move for a while, even though it was only like 9-10 days.
You get the itch.
Yeah, it feels so refreshing to move on, even though we're at an event where we had plenty of opportunities to socialize and see like exciting things and, you know, watch the balloons. Like,
yeah,
definitely still get that itch to move.
Yeah, in case you're just tuning in, we are Adventure Endeavor, Jesse, Lincoln, Melissa, Zamboni, and we are currently leaving the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we're headed to an undisclosed location.
So this spot that we're going to is supposed to be really amazing.
Sick, bro.
Just
Kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? Did you see that?
No, I didn't really.
Literally cuts me off, and then he makes. I would have made. People suck. We're waiting in the super long line to make this left because it's kind of rush hour because of the balloon fiesta. And I'm in the lane. This dude comes from the opposite lane and cuts me off. He makes the light, and then I don't make the light, and that's just not cool, man. People don't realize, like, when you're big rigs, you can only go so fast, you know, and maneuver so well and stop, and people just zip around and cut you off, and it's really frustrating.
Well, they're just not courteous. It's pretty rude.
It's rude.
It's pretty rude.
Oh well, carry on.
So as I was saying, this spot that we're going to, Jesse found on Compendium.
Yeah, it's popular.
And it's supposed to have like a really awesome view.
Got a cub. Hi, cub. We got a kitty cat. I got a mama.
Best part of RV travel days is you have a full kitchen with you. Every time you want to pull over, cook lunch.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. We actually really like this layout because we can access the fridge. We can obviously cook. We can sit down.
We can use the sink.
All with the slide in, and then we can't get to our bathroom, but remember we have an extra door on the bedroom so we can get to our bathroom, so it makes it pretty easy for roadside stops like this, having lunch with the cub.
We can access basically the whole rig except for Lincoln's room.
Yeah, Lincoln can't go in his room. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. Are you happy, dude, today? What's this?
Actually, it says Arizona, dude.
Wait, what? I thought we were going to Utah.
We're crossing through a corner of Arizona first.
Man, we didn't need to pull over for this sign. Lincoln, you've already been to this state. I thought it was a Utah sign. Alright, what a dodo bird. Wait, what state did you think it was?
I knew it was Arizona.
Oh, you jerk. Wow.
Oh,
and
so
what's sad too is I made an evasive maneuver to get to this sign. We've been to Arizona a million times. The only reason I cared was because Lincoln was going to get a new state of Utah.
You'll get your new state of Utah in about 2 minutes, Cubby. Oh my gosh.
What a fail. It's like I've been RVing for a day. A few moments later.
Cubby, here we are. Utah sign coming up.
Just snoozing away. He doesn't even know what's going on.
He doesn't even know what's happening.
Dude, new state alert. Come on, Cub.
New state, Cubby. So we made it to Goosenecks State Park in Utah, and apparently if you go through the state park campground, there's supposed to be BLM on the outside of it, like right along this rim looking over the San Juan River. Is that San Juan River? But we got here and we were actually told that it's $10 a night regardless. Which doesn't make sense to us because it's BLM,
It's BLM
over there.
She told me that they have a contract with the BLM to charge $10 per night, but none of the signage says that. So I'm gonna have to disagree with what she said, because like we took photos of all the signs and it says campground $10 per night, which is over there at the state park. We are now on BLM land, and this is not campground. There's no firings, there's no picnic tables. So like, in my eyes, in my opinion, we are dispersed camping now. So we will have to talk to a ranger if a ranger wants to come down here and talk to us. Otherwise, we're just paying the entrance fee like it says on Campendium. Onyx Off-Road is an app that we use a lot, and it says that we're on BLM land. So
You should check BLM.gov for what it says for this area.
Good luck with that. It's very hard to find that information on government websites.
Yeah, I know. Wow, babe. You really outdone yourself this time.
Oh yeah?
Look at this camp, guys.
So we're at a slight dilemma because we have to go back to Durango to pick up our 89 Grand Wagoneer, the Jeep that breaks all the time. So I really wanted to come here on our way down to Arizona for like the winter, but we have like some time to kill, like a week. So I was like, why don't we come here? It's a little out of the way. Come here, spend a week here. Then we're gonna meander back to Durango, get the Jeep once it's done being fixed, then go to Arizona, and then we won't have as much time on the way back to Arizona, so we don't have to stop here. Look. Look at
Okay,
this.
well, are you done babbling? Because I want to show the view.
I was trying to explain the situation.
I'm just kidding. Wow.
You know, the situation is kind of like this, babe. View is great.
This view is amazing. It has been a long travel day. I'm exhausted, guys. I
Yeah, we
don't know
haven't
if
done
you
a
can
day
tell.
like this in a while. 5 hours.
I did
Yours
not.
truly drove the whole thing. You're welcome, babe.
Good job, dear. I did not sleep well last night. I don't know if I could have done it.
I got my awesome hat on today.
But we got camp set up, went for a walk, and found this beautiful view, which is the reason that we came here, of course. This is not even our view from camp, but our view from camp is pretty much the same.
It's literally right out the door. You gotta be careful. If you're in a drunken stupor, you might go off the cliff.
Yes.
There's a railing here. There's not a railing at camp.
This is the only railing. There's like this 50-foot section of railing. That's it.
Like you're like, it's pointless. We're gonna stop here.
But it's really, really cool how the river has winded its way around and carved this massive canyon. It really reminds us of Lake Powell and Horseshoe Bend.
Of course, Horseshoe Bend.
In Page, of course.
But this one's not like a tourist trap yet. They're trying to make it a tourist trap.
So the elevation up here is almost 5,000 feet. The elevation down there at the river is 3,900. And our RV is way over there. Right there, perched on that cliff. So we're going over to Valley of the Gods, and we're doing a driving trail that apparently you can like loop all the way around, so you don't have to do a bunch of backtracking on the highway, but you can still see like the entire valley. Is that correct, dear?
Yeah, it's like a dirt road. It goes from like one highway to the other, and you almost end up doing like a complete loop, I believe, according to the maps.
And we use Onyx Off-Road to find those types of trails because it shows a lot of details about each of the trails. Also, we use it as well for finding boondocking spots, and in terms of like figuring out what the land type and who the owners or managers rather of the land are. Like for example, the spot that we're in right now, we had to go through Goosenecks State Park, so that's obviously state land, to get to the boondocking spot on the other side of the road, and it shows on Onyx that that is actually a BLM spot that we're camped in. I don't know why I'm bothering to film, because the footage could never do it justice.
It's so beautiful.
It's amazing. We were just commenting on how much boondocking there is out here. Tons of rigs everywhere. Lots and lots of wide open spots, which is really nice. And we were contemplating moving over here at one point midweek, but it's kind of a lot of work, and so I think we're just going to stay where we're at. And also our view from our existing spot at Goosenecks State Park, well, outside of Goosenecks State Park at the BLM, is epic. This amazing overlook of the San Juan River winding through the canyon there is pretty amazing. So if we had come here as our default Valley of the Gods camping area and then gone and done a day trip over to Goosenecks, I would have been like, why aren't we camping here?
Jesse and Lincoln here with Adventure Endeavor. Today, me and Cub are doing some projects. So we've been boondocking here at Goosenecks, which is absolutely beautiful. We've been exploring the local areas and just living, you know. You guys know that we typically boondock 99% of the time. So we're pretty versed, and our setup is finally starting to get pretty dialed. So I wanted to show you guys today our water setup. So our travel trailer is a 2910 BH by Grand Design, and it has 50 gallons of fresh, 90 gallons of gray, and 45 gallons of black. But if you remember, if you've been following us for a while, we switched to a composting toilet. And what we did is we then put a cap on the end, and we are able to basically combine all of our gray tanks to give us a lot more storage. So we have about 130, I'd say about 40 to 45 gallons of gray, which is awesome because it allows us to stay out for such a long time. So that is showers, dishes, obviously we diverted our urine into the black tank, which is combined with everything. So we can stay out for a very long time, probably close to 3 weeks easily, with this small little travel trailer. But then comes the issue of not having enough water. So if we know we're going to be going somewhere for a while, we will basically fill our tank in our rig, give ourselves 50 gallons of fresh in the rig, and then we also have a bladder here that's 90 gallons. So that's roughly almost 3 full tank fills for us in the trailer, which then equates to roughly that amount in gray. I think we'd still have some left over because of all the water that we do drink. We do drink out of our tank because we do 2 separate filters, and we have a UV filter as well. I want to show you the bladder and kind of just show you how we put our water in. It's super simple. This bladder is a game changer. We fill it depending on whether we're going to be needing it or not. What's up, guys? Jesse here with Adventure Endeavor. I got a sleeping baby. Anyways, today, after work, I'm gonna do another very cool drive. It's another dirt road, and it's called the, how do you say it?
I think he said Moki Dugway, but I don't know if that's right.
Moki Dugway. So it's this famous, very old dirt highway with these very ridiculous switchbacks. So we're gonna go check that out.
I was saying that this reminds me of like Cars Land. Like this is what I imagine old Route 66 would have been like, you know, back in the day, going through Arizona.
Just a big mesas like this constantly.
Yeah, windy ass roads and like barely paved, just taking forever.
All right, babe. Thoughts so far? You're driving this bad dog.
It's pretty epic. We're climbing in elevation significantly.
Gosh, that's narrow.
There's a crazy drop, and
oh my god, that's so steep on that side.
people are freaking flying down this hill like idiots. So that's fun, but you know,
Slow and steady.
just taking it easy.
Oh my gosh, we have to go down it too. FYI.
I know.
Oh, dude! Dude, what happened? What happened?
He thinks it's funny.
Yeah.